Hi, my name is Antonella Wilkie and welcome back. We are now in our fifth week of this music production class, and I hope everyone is enjoying themselves as much as I am. There's a lot of information, but it's definitely a learning curve, but I am actually learning something, and I'm sure everyone else is as well. Today I'd like to talk about a topic that was covered last week, musical dynamics. Musical dynamics, that's one of the most important ways that you can adjust the energy over a course of a piece of music. And you do this to manipulate the emotions and energy of the listener. We can control the dynamics in different places within the production process. You can heighten the highs, lower the lows, and so on. As you probably know, a lot of musicians, when they're reading a musical score, they're following the music, they're following the instructions. Where they need to play loud, they play loud. Where they need to play a little softer, they play softer. And of course, depending on the style of the musicians, especially if it's a soloist, they also have a little input of their own style into the music. There are a lot of tools that we can use to control the volume, but what we don't want to do is get so far away from the original music that it becomes robotic and really doesn't resemble the original piece at all. So one of the ways we can look at the music initially is on a macro level. We can zoom out and we can look at the sections and see how they are relative to one another. And at that point, you can raise the volume of some, lower the volume of others. Now, with regard to vocals, vocalists in particular, the volume can vary not just over a period of time, but also obviously the verse, they may sing softer, the chorus louder, but also just from word to word, the volume can differ. So you have to pay close attention and just adjust the volume. When it gets quiet, bring it up. When it gets loud, bring it down. And there are other instances as well, say for example when a vocalist is performing with a guitarist, okay? And again, the vocalist may jump out in front of the guitar, you need to adjust that. And then when the guitar comes in, they may actually drown out the vocalist, so you have to adjust it again. A third way, which is what we would call changing the dynamic of just an individual sound, say a drum hit, for example, or a clap. And this is when the transient comes in. A transient is when the amplitude increases very quickly over a short period of time. I mean, it goes up really high and then it just drops down. The transient is very obvious, obviously, in drum hits and so on. So at that point, you would have to adjust those. You can do it manually, but that would take a long time. But that's when the computers come in, because they actually search for the transients and they can find them, and you can write a series of commands to do this process for you so that it becomes automated and you don't spend all this time trying to adjust it. Again, keep in mind that you do want the music to be as close to the original as possible, but still engaging the listener, always thinking about the listener and that they come away with a good feeling about this performance. So again, thank you for your time. I hope again you're still having a wonderful time, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you.